Greetings, fellow souls. I am Hewy. Welcome to Hewy's Animated Movie Reviews, the show where I review animated films from old to recent, whether they be hand-drawn, stop-motion, or computer-generated. And I just got back from vacation. Man, I've got to tell you, I had a real blast while I was away. The place I went to was quite an experience, and I don't think I can ever find another place like it. Hewy! Hewy, I am back and I feel like a new man! Huh? Pete? Vampire! You're a vampire! I knew it! I knew it! You're not gonna drink my blood, bloodsucker! Dude, I'm not a vampire! This is just a Halloween costume! Oh. Honest mistake. Man, Pete, where have you been? You've been gone for like 2 years now. Oh, well, I was on my honeymoon with Vanessa. Your werewolf girlfriend? You two got married? Oh, yeah, we're hitting it off rather well. Has it really been 2 years? Well, the last review you appeared in was Freddy SF 07, so... yeah. Oh. Well, it did happen right after you hung up on me. Really? That's not what conspiracy guy said. Oh? And what did he say about me? Oh, he said you went to Canada looking for aliens after hearing about David Duchovny's sex addiction. Oh, he did he? Well, I'm gonna go pay conspiracy guy, what's the word? Visit? Beating! That's it, pay him a beating. Hey, Pete, wait, how about you co-review the movie with me? Oh no, Hewy, I'm afraid this is far more important. Well, anyway, welcome to part 2 of my 3-part Halloween special. And if you're wondering why I'm dressed up in this getup, it's because it's related to the latest film from Sony Pictures Animation, which also happens to be where I spent my vacation. Released on September 28th, 2012, the movie is Hotel Transylvania. Again, because the movie was just released to theaters, I will not spoil anything too important for you. Now, on with the review. Count Dracula, owner of Hotel Transylvania, a 5-star resort for the world's monsters, invites some of the most famous monsters to celebrate the 118th birthday of his daughter Mavis, whom he built the hotel for in the first place in order to protect her from the outside world as a promise to his deceased wife. Unexpectedly visited by an ordinary young traveler named Jonathan, Dracula must now protect and rescue Mavis from falling in love with him before it's too late. So, what did I think of this movie? Well, let me just say that this movie is the funniest anime movie I've seen all year. I don't care what the other critics out there say, this is a really funny and enjoyable movie.
So bloody deplorable. Ow.
But before I get ahead of myself, let's move on to trivia time. Hotel Transylvania started production at Sony Pictures Animation all the way back in 2006 and subsequently went through multiple directors and many drafts struggling to get the right feel and tone for it. Finally, Gennedy Tartakovsky came on board the movie and completely retooled the project to fit with his own comedic and visual style. For those of you who don't know, Gennedy Tartakovsky is a legend in the television animation industry. He's the creator of such classic Cartoon Network shows as Dexter's Laboratory, Samurai Jack, the first Clone Wars series, and the canceled too soon because the people over at Cartoon Network are a bunch of idiots because they say they couldn't make toys for it even though that's a load of crap, Symbionic Titan. You bunch of bastards! He's also served as a director on many episodes of the Powerpuff Girls along with his friend Craig McCracken. But this is his first time being the director of an animated theatrical feature. In less than a year, Tartakovsky rewrote the script and reimagined the film to follow the energy, organicness, and exaggeration of 2D animation, particularly any cartoon produced by Tex Avery. Speaking of which, the animation is the best thing about the entire movie. In an interview, Tartakovsky said, "I don't want to do animation to mimic reality. I want to push reality. I wanted to have an imprint so you'd go, well, only Gennedy can make this. It's hard, especially with CG, but I feel there's a lot of moments that feel that they're very me. So hopefully it'll feel different enough that it has a signature to it." Well, Gennedy, you certainly made that imprint. The character designs are great too. They all look like 3D versions of drawings Gennedy himself would have drawn in a sketchbook, and they all have an interesting way of moving around and interacting in the film. As for the story, it was okay. It's a bit cliched at times, but when mixed with the comedy and animation, it's not so bad. So, now that we're done with trivia time, let's move on to the characters and the voice actors who brought them to life. Our main lead, Count Dracula, is voiced by Adam Sandler, who also serves as the film's executive producer. Say what you will about the guy, but I thought he was really good in this movie as Dracula, as opposed to his first animated film, 8 Crazy Nights, which just sucked ass. He's actually a decent choice to play a cartoonish and comical Dracula. It can be serious and tragic when the scene calls for it. Dracula's daughter Mavis was originally going to be played by Miley Cyrus. However, she dropped out and the role was instead given to another former Disney Channel star, Selena Gomez. Well, I guess Mr. Coates already bought his ticket to see Hotel Transylvania. She's a really good character too. Way better than another leading lady in another movie about vampires that must never be named. I just keep ripping on Twilight, don't I? Jonathan, the human who stumbles onto the hotel, is played by Andy Samberg, who previously worked on Saturday Night Live and played Brent McHale in the funniest animated film of 2009, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, which was also done by Sony Animation. I really like this character. He's a bit nerdy, but he's the kind of guy who loves life and lives every minute of it, whether it be rocking out in a band or traveling all over the world. Now, my favorite characters in the movie would have to be, without a doubt, Dracula's friends and family. Kevin James as Frankenstein's monster, Fran Drescher as his wife Eunice, Steve Buscemi as the Wolfman, Molly Shannon as his pregnant wife Wanda, David Spade as the Invisible Man, and most surprising of all, singer and songwriter CeeLo Green as the Mummy. These guys are great. There is not a single unlikable one among them. All these characters are lovable, hilarious, and truly endearing, like a real family. And now for my final thoughts on the film. Overall, Hotel Transylvania is another great movie to start off the Halloween season and puts a new spin on the classic movie monsters of old. It's the groovy Ghoulies, Mad Monster Party, and Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends all rolled into one. The characters are all likable and memorable, the music by Mark Mothersbaugh is surprisingly good, the voice cast is terrific, and the comedy is some of the best I've ever seen. Hell, there's only one fart joke in the entire movie, and it's actually funny! And while the plot is a bit cliched, as well as the ending, Gennady Tartakovsky has firmly established himself as a director of theatrical animated films. Hell, Sony's already so impressed that they put him in charge of directing a Popeye movie! So if you're a fan of the classic monsters like Dracula and Frankenstein, or if you have fond memories of Tartakovsky's work on television, give this movie a watch and be sure to stick around for the end credits. Trust me, you will not be disappointed. I give this movie 4.5 stars out of 5. Well, that's all for... Huh? Hello?
Yes, is this Hewy Toon Mall?
Dracula?
Okay, yes. I am calling to inform you that you have not paid your bill for your stay at the hotel.
Wait a minute. Bill? What bill? You said I could stay there for free!
Well, yes, but didn't you remember? I said you could stay for free for one night only. You were here for almost 3 godforsaken weeks. So, let's take away that one night, and you owe us, where is it? $459.85, plus tip. Plus the damages that you have caused during the cocktail party.
I can't pay that money!
Could you hold on a minute? What do I tell him? He cannot pay. Are you sure? Fine, alright. Do we do that? Alright, hold on. is an alternative.
Oh? And what would that be?
We do accept blood, depending on the type. Can I... Hold on, let me get the paper and pen. Which one is yours?
No English. Phew. Anyway, be sure to join me next time as we move away from Sony and on to the happiest place on earth for the third and final review of my 3-part Halloween special. See you at the movies. Animated movies, that is.